Therefore, one master said, I am what I am. And that's it. But after that, there is no commentary. When you shift your attention to become aware, at this moment you become aware. What else is there? Nothing. But this has to be sustained. So as long as the mind, the waters of the mind, the material, the mind is supporting the various names and forms, till then the ego will be maintained. Now our dilemma is, ego can never come to know the self. Then how do we, what can we do then? All you can do is remove all the names and forms from your mind. And therefore, don't talk about your past, don't talk about your parents, don't talk about your children, don't talk about your future, don't talk about anything. Create a mindset where the mind is only reveling in the infinite. This is discrimination, which has to be practiced. And while practicing this, don't give reality to the world. If names and form cannot, if names and forms are only for the ego, then don't give names and forms any credence of reality. No, but is it not our duty to take care of our children? It's bullshit. There is no duty. The only duty that everyone has is towards their own self. That's all. Isn't that selfish? Then go to some other place. Don't waste my time. Duty towards animals, duty towards children, duty towards husbands, duty towards wives, duty towards society. Forget about duties. Those can be explained at a different level. Here we are not talking at that level. We are talking absolutely the ultimate. Sad Achar. The whole text is reaching its climax now. The duties and all we did in the beginning of the text, what we had to do. Now we have migrated from all that. At this stage, at this point in our contemplation, if the thought is coming about duty, if the thought is coming about relations, if the thought is coming about body, breath, mind, intellect, if the thought is coming about anything in this world, there's a long way to go. Lot more purification is required. Purification of the mind. That is why a person who is at this level, he behaves like a madman. The expressions are, he is balavat. Balavat, he is like a child. He is like a drunkard. The moment that the thoughts have directed their full attention to the pure self, the ego cannot hope to exist. The ego cannot hope to exist as the self is of the nature of pure consciousness, in whose light the ego gathers the capacity to cognize the things. A small candle light cannot illuminate the sun. You take it in the daylight and say, oh, I am going to see the sun in this light. Why? Because that candlelight was able to illuminate the dark cave. Because you saw its ability, now you say, I am going to illuminate the sun. And you take it out. In the sunlight, you might not even be able to see whether the candle is burning or not, isn't it? Exactly the same way. In the darkness, in the not self, ego is very powerful because it's illuminating. is knowing, hearing, touching, feeling, experiencing. But when it, and every time we say, now from the body, shift your attention to the witnessing consciousness, the one who's witnessing the body. From the breath, shift the attention to the one who's witnessing the breath. From the mind, from the Om or the absence of Om, shift the attention to the one who's observing the presence and absence both. It's an attempt so that we drop the objectivity and hold on to that. If the moment you shift, just make an attempt. Can you? It will happen by itself. But it has to be kept trying. And one day suddenly, what will happen then? The power of the ego, the power of the candlelight is zero in front of the sunlight, the all-powerful. The power of the ego is zero in front of the infinite power of the self, the consciousness. I'll give you a better example. Candle, it seems a bit odd. The sun reflecting in the mirror or in the water, you take the mirror, with this reflected sun, I'm going to illuminate the sun. Is it possible? It's not. This is the journey that our mind has to go through. The moment the ego starts thinking about its own nature, it dies its own death. It becomes impotent. I need no external proof or evidence to know that I exist. Therefore, when an individual constantly contemplates on the Tattvamasi Mahavakya, you are that. When the teacher says you are that, the scripture says you are that, our understanding is I am that. And therefore Nisargadatta Maharaj's book, I am that. Aham Brahmasmi, I am Brahman, that's his understanding. The ego ends and he is able to return to bask in his own glory as the self. This is due to the absence of phala vyapti. There is no result being accrued. When I say I know Stanton, there is a result. This body, this person, or if you are not there, I think of Stanton, immediately the image of Stanton comes into my mind. But when I think of self, no image comes. No idea is formed. No objectification is possible. And at that, when no more objectification is possible, the ego dies its own death.